Does a little white lie affect your health? Greetings, I'm Sage Joya, and on this channel I teach people how to cleanse through the mind-gut connection. Since 2002, I have been teaching individuals to cleanse the emotional dissatisfaction from their brain-mind and the associated physical gut dysfunction from their gut-mind. What's the verdict? Does a little white lie have a negative impact on your health? The answer to that question is yes, it can. So how does it work exactly? You tell a little white lie simply because you are trying to hide your fundamental truth. Next thing you know, you are having internal conflict. You may say to yourself, it's just a little white lie, what's the big deal, right? And I say to you, wrong. And the reason being is because when you tell a little white lie to hide your fundamental truth, it's typically because you are concerned about what someone else might think. You are afraid of the judgment. Next thing you know, you're telling another little white lie to continue to hide your fundamental truth. When you hide your fundamental truth, you have to tuck that information somewhere. And essentially what you're doing is you're tucking that information inside of your body. It could be your shoulder or your arm or your belly, your neck, your back, your legs, anywhere that you see fit, you are tucking that information. When you continue to tell those little white lies to hide your fundamental truth, it leads to deception. Deception within your mind, deception within your body, deception within your soul. The problem with this deception is that it creates dysbiosis within the mind-gut connection. What is dysbiosis? The short answer is an expression of immune failure. You're beginning to have the creation of a greater amount of bad bacteria inside of your body versus good bacteria. If you want to know more about dysbiosis, definitely check out this video and the scientific references. This dysbiosis eventually creates illness within the mind-gut connection. And the sad part is the average person will never associate the hiding of their fundamental truths with the illness that has been created inside of their body. Let me give you an example. Melissa graduated from college with honors and landed a very nice position in a program that helped her to work her way up to the vice president of banking operations. She receives an amazing salary and significant bonuses year after year. Anytime a person asks Melissa about her job, it is very difficult for Melissa to reveal her fundamental truths. Deep down inside, Melissa has a love for dance. She always has. And her secret passion is to become an entrepreneur where she's able to teach and choreograph all over the world. However, because she has such a great position in the eyes of her family and her colleagues, it's very difficult for her to reveal this fundamental truth. In addition, she is the breadwinner for her family. She takes care of her extended family and some of her friends. So each time Melissa has to think about her passion, she continues to tell herself a little white lie that will help her to hide her fundamental truth. Over the years, Melissa has received an increase in salary and continues to receive exceptional bonuses. However, she has also gained a lot of weight. She has varicose veins, a lot of back pain, shoulder pain, and eventually she was diagnosed with sciatica. That sciatica led her to a place where she's having limited function of her legs. Ironically, for someone who has a love and passion for dance, the hiding of her fundamental truth has contributed to her dysfunction within the legs. The sad part is, Melissa will never ever associate the hiding of her fundamental truths with the creation of illness inside of her body. So what's the solution? Melissa has the opportunity to cleanse through the mind-gut connection through reverse cleansing. If you want to know more about reverse cleansing, watch this video. Reverse cleansing will allow Melissa to experience 4 things. First, reverse cleansing will help her to identify her fundamental truth. She will raise her level of awareness to what she's been hiding inside of her body over the years. Next, she will develop the confidence to hear herself speak her fundamental truths. We all know that it can feel very difficult to hear your fundamental truths and to process that information. Following, she will commit to speaking her fundamental truths to her family, friends, and colleagues without fear of judgment. And finally, she will cultivate the courage to take action steps to pursue her fundamental truths. Then and only then will Melissa free herself from the associated illness inside of her body and feel comfortable living her fundamental truths. The biggest deception that Melissa has created within is believing that the pursuit of her desire would never yield financial security. Now I have a question for you. This will require you to inventory yourself. Have you put yourself in the position where you've been telling a little white lie to hide your fundamental truths? And if so, what is at least one fundamental truth you have been hiding? Leave your comment below the video. Now it's time for you to take action. Definitely check out my 2 videos that talk to you about why you lie to yourself and your gut and how to stop lying to yourself. These 2 videos will definitely give you the padding that you need to start to change your behavior. If you like this video, certainly press the like button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification for notice of new videos inside the community, and definitely join me with sharing the video. There are so many people out there that are suffering with gut dysfunction and emotional dissatisfaction. They're looking for simple solutions, and if you share the video, you could be that one person to make a difference in someone else's life. I'm Sage Joya, and I'll see you again in the next video.